Yeah, I'm getting money, they can't take it. The vibe is off, I gotta shake it. Look, I'm nothing like them, don't want no one to mistake it. Sun is gonna shine even through the shady. Just cause I play it mellow, don't think you could trade me. You can't buy class, I bought a new Mercedes. Came back on the birds, I'm the new Tom Brady. Wow, all I see is wow.
What's up, y'all? It's your guy, Onyx, and I am back with another vid, and tonight we are going to be doing how it is growing up a PK. A lot of people have been asking me to do this video for a while, and I've been procrastinating because I'm lazy and I don't be feeling like doing stuff no more. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. My little sister, Zyrenity, she will be asking me the questions and I will be answering them. And you know, go subscribe to my sis channel. She's like that, you know? So, look at come in the camera.
Hey y'all, I know I look a mess. Make sure to go like, comment, subscribe, like this video, comment, all that.
Period. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think I have a series of 25 questions that I got from, my subscribers, people on my Facebook, my Instagram. I asked a few people to give me questions as well. So, I'm going to try my best to be honest with my answers and be respectful as well to the people that are out there viewing. So, you ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get started.
Question number 1. How do you maintain/balance your life as a PK?
I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. Ask me again. Okay, ask me again.
Question number 1. Mm-hmm. How do you maintain/balance your life as a PK? By the way, y'all, PK means pastor's kid, if you didn't know.
Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm older, I think it's a lot easier for me to maintain and balance my life as a preacher's kid. When I was younger, it was a lot harder when it came to being a preacher's kid because I wasn't able to do everything that, everybody else could do when it came to going out to parties or, participating in Halloween and all that, little stuff. I wasn't able to do those things. So I was very defiant when I was younger. I would sneak out. I would do, little stupid stuff. And of course I would always get in trouble. But as I got older, balancing my life now as a PK is actually easy because it's something that I like, to do. I like going to church now because I'm older and I feel as though in this day and age, we need it at this point. So, next.
Okay. Question number 2. Mm-hmm. How do you... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. What is it?
Question number 2. How do you live your life when so many people expect you to be perfect?
Honestly, I really don't be caring what people think when it comes to my life. My life is my life. I'm going to live my life how I want to live my life. Of course, like I said, when I was younger, I had this thing where I felt as though any little mistake I made reflects on my parents or reflects on the people around me or inside my church. And of course, when you do stuff around, the outside, how do I say it? When you do stuff outside of church that is bad towards your parents or anything, it reflects horribly on your parents. So, as I got older, I stopped caring what people thought about my life. I stopped caring what people thought about my life. Honestly, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live my life. Next.
Question number 3. Is it hard being a pastor's kid? A preacher's kid, sorry.
It's the same thing. Now, at this age, no. Because like I said, I'm older. I'm 22 years old, so my dad and my mom really don't press me when it comes to church because they know that I'm grown. I have older siblings as well that, do their own thing. I'm not comparing my life to theirs, but I'm just saying when it comes to their life and my life, it's two separate things. So when I was younger, of course, what was the question again?
Is it hard being a preacher's kid?
Yeah, when I was younger, I would say, yeah, it was hard. Because like I said, I wasn't able to do everything that everybody else could do. So it would cause me to do little dumb stuff like if I told my dad I was going to stay with one of my homegirls, when I got there, it was probably a whole bunch of boys there, or it was a party party there or something like that. And honestly, I really didn't know. If my dad do watch this video, I really didn't know. I don't think I didn't know. I don't know. I'm older now. I don't remember. But, you know, like I said, nah, I don't think it's hard being a PK now. It's not really hard. I'd be chilling for real.
Next question. What is a plus about being a preacher's kid?
That's a good question. Honestly, a plus about being a preacher's kid, I would say, is I feel like when I bless somebody in the church or, you know, bless my parents, I feel like it falls back on me in a good way. Or, well, I already have a big heart, so I'm always giving to somebody anyhow. But I feel like, you know, me just showing up for church or, you know, paying your tithes and offering, I feel like blessings always come upon my life. And of course, people always look at it as, you know, she got money and where she get all this money from. It's not even nothing like that. I always say I'm blessed. And that's just, you know, how I am. I always say I'm blessed. So, yeah. Next question.
Okay, next question. Do people look at you differently because you're a pastor's kid?
I think, I don't know if it was when I was younger or older, people looked at me differently. I mean, of course, people always view me as if, you know, they had their little stereotypes of pastors' kids are wild and they be doing a whole bunch. Not all pastors' kids are like that. They're actually misunderstood. I know people probably be like, people always say that. No, like, you have to get to know a person before you judge a person. So I feel as though, you know, I'm not really, I don't know, like, what was the last question? I be forgetting everything.
Do people look at you differently because you're a pastor? I
don't think people look at me differently now. Well, they probably do, because I've done a lot of stuff, honestly, like, I've done a lot. Like, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll probably see stuff on there. I've chilled out now. Like, I've gone MIA from a lot of my social medias. But honestly, people probably do look at me differently. Like, yeah, I guess people look at me differently. I really don't care if you did or didn't. So I guess that answers your question right there. Next.
So the next question is there anything you dislike about being a pastor's kid?
Yes. I didn't mean to say it so quick, but yes. When I'm in church, sometimes I could just be minding my business, sitting there listening to my dad preach, and all of a sudden I'll hear him say my name over the pulpit, and I'll look at him like,
Dad,
why? But what do you want? I'll be getting so irritated. And of course, church people probably looking at me like, why she always got an attitude? I don't like to be bothered. I don't like to be talked to unless I talk to you. Like, I'm just very enclosed. And when it comes to certain people in church, I don't trust everybody because I see people's true motives. And now that I'm older, I speak my mind very strongly. Like, I had a tough tongue, okay? So I say whatever is on my mind. So, I would say, honestly, when I'm in church and my dad will call my name over the pulpit and say stuff, and I'm just like, what? No, don't say my name over the pulpit, because of course it's probably people in here that don't like me, don't care for me, so it's no need to like so into me and people really don't like me. So I really just like to be left alone in church and just sit there and listen. Another thing I don't like about being a PK. Like I said, I'm older. I be chilling, so I mean, I think that's the only thing that I don't like.
Next question: what stereotypes do people have about you?
Stereotypes when it comes to preachers' kids, they always say we're wild, we're out there, we're nasty. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff they say about preachers' kids. And honestly, like I said before, you have to get to know a person before you judge a person. Like, I know I am not the perfect little cookie in the batch, but I really am a sweet person at heart. I genuinely have a big heart. I care for anybody that cares for me genuinely. What else? Let's see. I mean, I don't really be caring about people's stereotypes when it comes to PKs, because like I said, I really don't care how people feel about me. As long as you don't put your hands on me, you don't say nothing to me, or tag me in no bullcrap, I don't care. But yeah. Yeah, like my sister's just a that in there. Next question. Okay, cool.
Next question. Do you truly believe in God, or was it something that you just grew up in?
I do truly believe in God. I wouldn't say that I don't. As I was growing up, when my mom first had me, my dad and mom were not saved. Well, my mom was, but my dad wasn't. He was a DJ. So honestly, I didn't really grow up into it, but I guess you can say I did. I think my dad started being a pastor when he was around, when I was around maybe, I don't know, 5. I don't remember them young times. So honestly, I don't know. Like, what was the question again?
I think he started in 2000, right? He got saved in 1999 and started preaching.
I don't really remember. I don't remember. I was young. So what was that question?
So do you truly believe in God, or was it something that you just...
Questions? Yes, I truly believe in God. He has done a lot for me, a lot for my family. I feel like I'm truly blessed as a person, and that's just that. Hi, Zion! Oh, y'all ought to see my sister behind this camera. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on.
Next question. Okay, so as a preacher's kid, were you ever bullied?
I don't think it was because I was a preacher's kid. I think it was just because I was little. Like, and I'm still little. I'm literally 4'9", maybe 4'11". I got bullied when I was in middle school, and after that it stopped because I started speaking my mind and I started just plucking my little fingers at people and put my hands on people and people stopped bothering me. But I don't think I got bullied because I was a PK. I think I just got bullied just because I was little. Probably because when I was in middle school, I could dress. Like, my dad kept me in the latest sneakers. Well, I just like a tomboy when I was younger, so like he kept me in the latest sneakers and everything else. So it could have been jealousy or anything like that, but I don't think it was because I was a PK. But now I don't care how I dress because I'm older and I don't care. Next question. Zion. Okay, come on.
Okay, next question. As a preacher's kid, do people ever look at you and say that you are rich?
Oh, I'm so tired of hearing this. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired of hearing people say that I'm rich. Me and my family are not rich. Like, we are just blessed. I don't know how many times, let me get up on the camera real close. I don't know how many times I have to say, me and my family are not rich. We're just blessed. Like, why can't a normal African-American family that lives in a nice neighborhood just be blessed? Like, why does it always have to be rich? We're not rich. For the upteenth time, I'm not rich.
Calm down, Mark. Keep depression.
Oh my god. Alright, next. This is stupid.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Next
You gotta give me a headache.
Next question. What is your view on LGBTQ as a preacher's kid?
Honestly, I don't judge, you would think it's crazy. I really don't judge you like that, because when I was in high school, I had 2 gay friends. I'm not gonna call their names out on here, and I still talk to them to this day. Whatever you like, baby, is whatever you like. I'm not gonna judge you off of, what you like and what you don't like. You know wrong from wrong, you know right for right. If that's what you want, then that's what you want. I'm not judging you. Just don't come at me like that, okay? Because I don't like girls. Next. Elijah, get out my face. Next question.
Can I ask you a question?
My brother wants to ask me a question. Okay, what?
Do you ever feel like church people misjudged you?
But it's just the way my brother asked it. Shut your darn mouth when I'm talking to you. Alright, you said what?
Do you ever feel church people misjudged you for who you are?
Oh my god, yes. Most definitely, yes. When I was younger, church people always felt like they could tell me what to do just because my dad was the pastor. They felt like they could boss me around it if they was my mom or something. Or if my mom wasn't around, they would try to talk to me any type of way. as I got older, like certain ones in church will come up and speak to me now, and I'll just be like, hi. Because I know their true motives. I know you really don't, you really don't like me. I know you really don't, care for me. So why is it you're coming to say hi to me? Why are you over here in my face? Why are you trying to talk to me? But of course, people, view it as Onyx always got an attitude. She's always mean. I'm like that for a reason. My trust issue with people is at like the thinnest line ever. So when it comes to church people misjudging me, they probably do, because they probably see my social medias and what I post and what people post about me, and of course they run with it and go run their mouth, but stuff like that really don't bother me. Like I said, I really don't care. Next.
Okay, next question. As a preacher's kid, did you have a good life?
You could have read it regular.
Let me translate that.
No, as a preacher's kid, did you have a good life? Okay.
Girl.
Honestly, I would say I did have a good life. Sometimes me and my mom would clash when it came to arguments, and me and my dad would clash. And I always felt like I wasn't loved, or I felt like, I didn't want to be a part of the family. I didn't want to come to church. And as I got older, I realized why my mom and dad stayed on me so much when it came to, the people I hung with, the stuff that I did that would reflect on them. As I got older, I kind of realized, I was like, yeah, they was right. I shouldn't have been hanging with that person, or I shouldn't have done that to reflect back on them. And sometimes I reflect out of selfishness, and I reflect out of, just out of the flesh, and I'm just like, it is what it is. But, what was the question again? Yo, why do I keep forgetting the question? I answered it, but I'm just, okay, I answered the question. Next question.
How would you describe your church that you attend now?
I love my church that I attend. Like, I think, I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing, but I really feel like it's like the best church, honestly. I love my church. And of course, it's my dad. But even if it wasn't my dad, like, we be having fun events. We be doing concerts. We be doing shut-ins where, like, the kids will stay overnight and we have s'mores, watch movies, eat tons of food, because all of us can eat. And, like, I don't know, like, I just really love my church. We be doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we go on cruises, I think, almost every year. But, of course, because of COVID, we had to cancel. But, I mean, it's like one big happy family when, of course, you got a few bad apples in the bunch. But it's still fun.
How would you describe your father as a pastor?
I would say he's a good pastor, honestly. It's hard because if you ask, like, as a dad, I was like, oh yeah, I can answer that. But as a pastor, I mean, it's a little bit different. And people probably be like, how is that different? It's still your dad. No, it's very different. You have pastor over here in this seat, and then you have daddy in this seat. So it's a little bit different. Like, it's really, really different because, when you do something in church, of course he gets on you. Like, it's called rebuking. He gets on you as a pastor. But if you do something at home, okay, he's getting on you as dad. So it's a little bit different, but I 50-50. Yeah, I'm 50-50 in there.
Do you feel like you've learned anything being in church?
I feel like I've learned a lot, especially when it comes to, God coming back and, everything that my dad preaches about. I feel like I've learned a lot as I got older. When I was younger, I didn't pay attention. I wanted to do my own thing. Probably because, I was a kid. I wanted to live my life. And I still do want to live my life. But I'm going to live my life, at a... Allowed to get out of here. I can't even answer the question because of you. I'm going to live my life in a smart way without letting people get in the way of my happiness.
Yeah, baby.
Next question.
Have you ever seen demons and spirits, and are you scared of them?
Let me tell y'all a story about that question. Okay, I gotta cross my legs for this. That's crazy. All right, demons and spirits. let's see. The first time I didn't really see or like I didn't really see it, but I felt it. So I did a vlog on this, I believe like maybe months and months and months ago. I went to my Aunt Brenda's house, and they, like my parents and them, did not warn me that she had little spirits in her house like before I got there, and I was young then. So and this is a true story, like I'm not bluffing or none of that, like God's honest truth, strike me dead right now, like I ain't telling the truth. So I was at my Aunt Brenda's house, and she had just told me a story about something with some ghost or something. And I just was like, yeah, whatever. I brushed it off. I was young then, so I really didn't care. So it was like this huge house, and their room was like a long hallway, and I was on the other side and they were on the other side. So I closed my door for the night, and I was sitting in my bed, and at the time I was talking to my ex-boyfriend, and I was on the phone with him, and the doorknob like it was like the door had like pushed open a little bit, and I was just like, okay, whatever, and I just closed the door and I locked it. Then the door opened again when I sat down, and I just was like, didn't I just lock this door? And I closed it again, and it was like it just kept going. It didn't like swoosh like all dramatic, like swing open. It just was like a little creak, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is really irritating me. I didn't take that part as scary. It was the part where, you know, I was trying to go to sleep, and I felt like every time I closed my eyes, if you ever heard of sleep paralysis, oh my gosh, I've experienced it so many times where I literally close my eyes and it feels like my whole body vibrates, and I go into like a whole attack where I freeze up, and it's like I'm saying something, but I'm not really saying it out my mouth. I'm just saying it in my mind. Y'all can search it up, but I'm not crazy, so whatever. I kept trying to close my eyes, and I felt like something was trying to, like, you ever like feel something behind you and you turn around like, what is that, or who's behind me? So I was asleep, and something was like touching me, like, get up, you're not going to sleep, like torturing me, and I was getting scared. So finally I called my mom and dad, and my mom was like, oh my God, and it was whispering something, and I'm just like, I think these so-and-sos knew it was something in this house and just ain't want to tell me. They just wanted to get me away for spring break because I was gone for 2 weeks. So I called them, and my mom was whispering something, and my dad was just like, say the blood of Jesus, say the blood of Jesus. So I was saying it, but I was still scared. Like, I was really, really scared. I think I was like, oh my God, I'm 22 now, so I had to be maybe 15, 16. I don't really remember the age, but I was young. So it scared me, and I kept trying to go to my Aunt Brenda's room, and every time I was trying to make a call, it would instantly fail. And before that, when I would make a call, it was completely fine. So my Aunt Brenda finally came out her room to come like and get me. I promise to you, now when she came out the room, it was like a dark shadow was like right there with her, and it scared the piss out of me. And I'm just looking at her like, what's that thing behind you? Like, I'm not over exaggerating. Like, when she was walking out, your thing about to die for real. When she was like walking out, the thing literally was like right with her, and I'm just like, ooh, baby. And when she walked up on me, I was like, oh, it's Aunt Brenda, but it was literally a shadow like with her, like no exaggeration. So that's one of the stories. Another story would be when I was at my church, and he's my brother. I'm not gonna say his name. And you know, he went into like a whole, like, I don't even know how to, it's not no exorcism, I don't know where that comes from, but it wasn't nothing like that. But that was my first time actually seeing like a spirit or a demon cut up. And like, honestly, you would think, Onyx, you not scared? No. I watch scary movies all the time. But ever since that experience with my Aunt Brenda, I'm really not scared of that stuff. Like, it really don't scare me. It may shake me up a little bit, but I'll brush it off and be like, it is what it is. Like, whatever. But when I saw it, you know, like face to face, I just was like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do. But yeah, so that's to answer your question. That was a long story, but next question.
Next question. Do you feel like church comes before your family?
Honestly, yes. I feel like my dad puts the church before the family a lot. but it's his obligation, so of course it's what he has to do. I feel like when it comes to our family time, I love and I cherish our movie nights, our game nights, when we have sit down and eat dinner and stuff. I cherish all of that. I just feel like we could do it more. So to answer the question, yes, I feel like church, does come in the way of family, but it's his obligation, so I'm like, okay with it. Elijah, do you want to ask the question? You whispering. Ask the question.
Alright, so which one do I ask?
Oh my gosh, give him a second,
Do
y'all.
you ever feel
Say it again.
do you ever feel like mistakes you made were brought back upon your parents?
Yes, because on my Facebook page, after I got into it with this girl or whatever, and she leaked this video, I felt like, yeah, it did reflect my parents in a bad way. And of course, I'm grown, I'm going to do as I please, but I did have that guilt in me where I was just like, dang, that do make them look bad. Like, I really didn't care about myself or the other person that was in the video. Like, all I could think about was, dang, that really did make my parents look bad. Like, what if my sister and my brother, viewed it and judged me differently? And I'm an older sister to 2 siblings. So it's like, yeah, I feel like the mistakes I've made, like if I get fighting with somebody, I feel like it reflects on them, because when I get fighting with people, I don't call my dad and my mom out to come fight with me. I'll fight either by myself, with my boyfriend, or with my boyfriend's family, because I know if I pull out my mom and my dad, people gonna automatically be like, oh, the pastor out here fighting, the first lady out here fighting. So it's just like, I don't pull them into my drama. I be on my own. Like, I'm cool with being on my own. That sunlight is hitting me right. Caramelistic. Oh my God, next question.
Next question. Did your parents make you participate in church events?
My dog is coming here. No, they actually, ew, Ice. Ugh. They actually didn't make me participate in church events. They didn't make me, honestly, when it came to like choir and stuff like that and dance, they didn't make me. I actually wanted to be in that stuff. Like, I actually like dancing and I like singing. So they didn't make me do none of that, honestly. Next question.
Okay. Next question. Did you feel as though that your dad was more so of a pastor than a parent? Ice.
Dang, Ice, what is you doing? Did I feel like he was more so of a pastor than a parent? Yes. A lot of times I felt like I would always, like, we would always get arguing. I would always be like, why don't you be my dad instead of my pastor? I don't need you to be my pastor. I need you to be my dad. Like, be my dad. Talk to me as if I'm your daughter, not your church members. So, of course, we've gotten into arguments where I've thrown that out there, but honestly, yes, I feel like times he did be more so of a pastor than a dad. But he's gotten a lot better. Now that I'm older, he's gotten a lot better with just being my dad. Of course, sometimes he throws in the little pastor quotes and be like, Onyx, I don't think this is a good idea. And I'll just be like, can you let me live? Like, I got this. I got you. So, of course, to answer that question, yes, sometimes I did feel like he was more so of a pastor than a dad.
Next question. Do you get looked at funny when you do something wrong?
Yes, like all the time. Like, if I was to get fighting out here, like when I got fighting like maybe 2 months ago, like when I get fighting and somebody hear about it, like Onyx got fighting. What, the preacher's kid? That's the first thing y'all throw out there. Or like I said, with a video or something like that, all of that gets looked at me differently. So yes, I get looked at differently for everything I do. Sometimes I care, affecting whatever it is, and sometimes I don't. Ice, get out of here.
If you had the opportunity, would you stay a PK or give it up?
I mean, there's honestly no way. You're blocking my sunlight, honey. Elijah is so annoying. Honestly, there's no way I could give up being a PK. My dad is gonna forever remain a pastor. So it's no way I could give up being a PK. And honestly, I wouldn't want to give up being a PK. I mean, I like my life. I'm older now, so like I'm grown. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. Like I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm gonna learn from them. But I wouldn't give up being a PK. I actually like it now. I like it.
Next question.
Is this the last question?
Next question. Do you have privacy as a PK?
When I was younger, heck no. I got my phone taken away so many times for me doing. I ain't gonna talk about that. But I got my phone taken away so many times for me doing crazy stuff. I did not have no privacy when I was younger. As I got older, yeah, I do have a lot of privacy now. That's why I really don't be on social media like that. I'm more so MIA to a lot of stuff. I may post on Facebook from time to time, like pictures, but I don't really be retweeting nobody's stuff or reposting nobody's stuff, or I may comment on people's stuff, but I'm MIA to myself with my little family.
Next. Last question.
Yes, God.
Do you feel like you have to act
Hold on, wait. Just give me.
Last question. Do you feel like you have to pretend how you act in front of people to get them off your back?
No. Like I said, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I'm not gonna act differently just to make somebody else happy. At all. Like, I used to be like that, where I was a pushover, where people would ask me for stuff, and of course I would give it to them. I got older now where I just was like, if you don't like me because of so-and-so saying this and this and this about me, then I don't care. I'm not acting differently for nobody. Nobody. Like, literally nobody. So, to answer that question, no, I'm not changing for nobody. You get what you see. This is Onyx, Deja. You get what you see. And the only thing I'll change about me is my anger and my attitude and my lips. That's the only thing. 3 things I will change about me. That's all you get. After that, you ain't get nothing else. Is that the end? All right, y'all. So I thank everybody for watching this amazing, long, 30-minute vid. Did you hang up on me? Yes, you did. They gone, honey.
No, I didn't. I just turned on the video. They probably gonna go through you.
Oh my God. Okay. But I thank everybody for watching this vid. It was actually a nice vid to be able to, explain myself as a PK, because I know a lot of people view me differently when it comes to being a preacher's kid. So just being able to express myself and say, how life is as a PK, and for the other PKs on the side of this camera, I just want to say, you got this. Keep pushing. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't let other people pick with you. Live your life, baby girl or baby boy, and be great and be happy. Thanks everybody for watching. There will be more vids. Yo, my brother and sister are like really retarded. Thanks everybody for watching. There will be more vids in 2021. This is my very first vid of 2021, and I just want to say, hello, hola, como esta, and I love you all, and bye. Hey, yo! Oh my God! Thumbnail.
I'm not. You should sit on the couch and do this, and then just put like questions in it. Stop. Oh. Go like this. There.
Oh, camera. Picture.
Girl.
Picture somebody.
I'm crying. He's not really taking them Onyx.
Yeah.
All right, stop the video.